Hey, it's Klaus here with another quick tip episode of the e-commerce coffee break. Today I want to talk about Shopify apps and which one I recommend to my coaching clients. When it comes to apps, obviously there is a overwhelming selection of apps in the Shopify App Store, and it becomes really difficult which one do you really need. I see a lot of stores just putting too many apps into their online shop, and this sort of causes problems in load time and also overwhelming the visitors with too many features competing um, in the store. So therefore, I want to just show you the most basic apps that I think every store should have. And if you need additional apps, you really need to ask yourself, is it necessary or not? So let's have a look into it and see what you need. The first app that I recommend is SEO Manager. Shopify comes with some SEO features out of the box. If you want to really take advantage of everything you need for SEO, then SEO Manager is a good choice. SEO supports structured data, broken link management, and gives you an easy way to optimize your product detail pages so that they can get found in Google. So I think on the long run, it's a very good investment to have SEO Manager installed. Keep in mind, SEO is a long-term strategy, but you want to make sure that your site, your product detail pages are ranking at some point organically and bring you organic traffic, which obviously is the cheapest and best traffic you can ask for. So SEO Manager, I think, is a very, very necessary app in your store. The next one, when it comes to conversion optimization, is you want to make sure that your visitor finds the product he's looking for in the fastest possible way. So therefore, a smart search and filter feature on your store is your best bet to get people to where they want to go. The one that I recommend is Smart Search and Filter from Search and Dice. I have used this for a year, and it gives you a lot of flexible filters, a very smart search. It has autocorrection in there. It has auto suggestions there. So very easy to install, tons of features, and really brings your store up to speed when it comes to search. So don't rely on what comes with your theme or out of the box from Shopify. Go for Smart Search and Filter. It will boost the search features in your store by 500%. And you will see that visitors that are using the search are converting much higher than visitors who are just going from page to page or using the navigation. Next app I recommend, there's a few on the market. I personally have used it for years now and I'm happy with it, but also the others are also good. Looks product review on photos. So you want to make sure that you have a review system and a referral system in your store. It works with the star system. It sends out notifications automatically to your buyers so that they leave a review, and they also can leave photo or video reviews. I personally found Looks very appealing. It's relatively cheap compared to other solutions there, and it gives you everything you need. So Looks definitely a good solution to have a review system. It gives you a ton of more features than the out-of-the-box Shopify review app. So therefore, go for Looks product review and install that as a basic or necessary app in your store. The next one has more to do with increasing your average order value. So I'm a big fan of OneClick Upsell from Shopify. OneClick Upsell has very good features in there when it comes to post-purchase upsell and also pre-purchase upsell. So what they do is if somebody adds something to the cart, then one option you can go for is to offer them another product before they go to the checkout. And more importantly, with the post-purchase upsells, you get a whole funnel builder out of the box where you can offer up and down sells, and then also a final upsell on the thank you page. So OneClick Upsell has proven to increase the average order value massively, has A/B testing built in, so you can really go and check what products sell the best with the main product, and also has a very good training program. So it's a massive app to increase your revenue in your store. And OneClick Upsell from all the upsell apps that I have tested is for me my favorite one. So give it a try. There's a 30-day trial period. I'm sure you will like it and it will make you money. Next one, we're also talking about increasing your revenue. Now, if you have a store that has a lot of products, a lot of SKUs, you might run out of stock from time to time on certain products. The best way to bring customers back who came to a page with a product that is out of stock is an app that is called Back in Stock or Restock Alerts. And that's exactly what it does. So somebody comes to the product page and says, sorry, this product is out of stock. Leave your email address. We will inform you once the product is back in stock. Brings a lot of visitors back to your store. And most importantly, you can leave your product detail page online. A lot of stores take product detail page offline when they are out of stock. But unfortunately, that gives you a negative impact when it comes to search engine optimization. So you want to make sure that your product detail page is consistently available within Google. But then if a product is out of stock, you give the visitor the option just to sign up for a notification. And once the product comes back, then the email automatically goes out and brings the visitor back to your store. Works very, very well. You will see the lists growing, specifically if you have products that are in high favor and selling out fast. Definitely a tool that I have used many, many times in my own store. So Back in Stock, definitely something I would recommend. The next one is basically a no-brainer. Klaviyo, email marketing and SMS. When it comes to email marketing automation on Shopify, in my opinion, Klaviyo is the best solution you can ask for. And Klaviyo gives you all the features, the bells and whistles to really create a successful email marketing setup for your store. In a perfect world scenario, Klaviyo should bring you 25, 30, even more than 30% on your monthly revenue only coming from email. So therefore, email as a marketing tool and also SMS is super important. And you want to go for a tool that is really deep linked into Klaviyo, deep linked into e-commerce. And that's exactly what Klaviyo does. Comes with a lot of templates in there, comes with a lot of segmentation in there, gives you a library of segments that you can use. So even as a starter, it is a relatively quick way to get into Klaviyo and to get the flows up and running. And then from there, obviously, it's fine tuning for your business, but Klaviyo is an absolutely no-brainer. Also, when it comes to no-brainer, the next one is obviously customer support. You want to make sure that you support world-class, that you offer world-class customer support to your visitors, to your buyers. And therefore, Gorgias is, for me, the tool to go to. It's a live chat and help desk system, has a ton of features in there, and it definitely helps you to create a very good user experience for your visitor, for your customer. So Gorgias is definitely something that I would recommend. There's a 7-day free trial. Deep linking into Shopify supports all kinds of marketing channels so that people can get in touch with you, and integrates with a lot of other apps if you need to. So Gorgias, when it comes to help desk system, my go-to. Next one, also on the customer support side, you want to have a self-service app in there where people can quickly go and check what their tracking number or what their tracking status is. Obviously, that's the number one question that comes from customers is, when do I get my product delivered? So therefore, you want to have a product tracking in your system, and the tracking system that I can recommend, and there's many out there, but for me, order tracking at your store from packages24.com works quite well. It's a very basic system, but does exactly what it says it should do. And therefore, I would go for this one. And the final one, which I think is absolutely necessary, and a lot of shops don't have that, is a backup system for your online store. So a lot of store owners think that Shopify does automatically a backup of your store. And when your store breaks for what reason ever, then you can just recover it from Shopify. Now, unfortunately, that's not the case. So therefore, I would recommend to go by Rewind Backups. And this will automatically do store backups. And you can then go and recover and restore your backups in the case something goes wrong. Just for instance, a app goes crazy, goes ballistic, your store gets hacked or whatever, and an employee breaks something, your coder breaks the code all of these things can happen. So, and you don't want to have the worst case scenario that you basically start from scratch, or you need to invest a lot of time to fix your broken store. So you're much better off taking rewind backups, and then you can test. And if something breaks for what reason ever, you just get one of the backups that you have done and then recover and restore it in your store, and you're good to go, and you don't have any problems that your store is not available. So here, these are the ones, these apps that I would recommend as basics apps in your store. Obviously, you need to see what other apps you potentially want to have, depending on your business model, depending on your clients, on your audience. But generally, make sure that you only install the apps that are really, really important for your store. Always make sure that you test the apps before you really go live. And keep in mind, the more apps you have, the slower your store potentially will be. And also it adds up to your monthly cost for running the store. So even if you have just a few apps in there, you will see that your monthly bill from Shopify, it will add up relatively quickly. So you want to keep an eye on that. Let me know in the comments what are your favorite apps are. So I'm always interested to learn about other apps and review them or test them if I like them. But generally, if you're running a store now and you don't have any of these apps that I just mentioned today, then look in the comments in the show notes. I put the links in there and give it a try. And if you like them, then install them into your store and take it from there. That's it for today's quick tip episode of the e-commerce coffee break, and I catch you in the next one. Have a good day.